Hey everybody! It's been a little while since I made a video, so I thought I would document this. I like looking back and hearing my own advice. Sometimes I forget it. And my plans have kind of gone south for this weekend, which is fine. I'm actually able to really sit down and focus on my meal plan that I'm going to start again on Monday because I am due for another cleanse. I'm actually going to use the citrus one. This is one I just have on hand. I actually stole my fiber drinks out of it. I think the peach tastes, personally, it tastes a little bit better. So I wanted to use the fiber drink a couple times here, so I'll just buy an extra box of those and use it eventually. But this time around I want to use the citrus again. This will be my third time doing the 24-day challenge, and I'm super excited to see the results, you know, to kind of compare where I was in the beginning when I started. I think it was August was my first one, and then I did one 3 months later, and I tried the peach, and then now I'm gonna, you know, reboot again here with the citrus. And I'm so excited because I'm a human and I love food, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I think it's very easy to lose sight and track of how much you're eating, what you're eating, and you know, how much of it is really good for us versus, you know, stuff that's not doing any sort of nutritional value whatsoever. So that's really where I'm at. I'll be quite honest, the scale is a happy number for me. When I see it, I'm like, oh really? Like, that's all I weigh? But I'm not happy with how my clothes are fitting. I'm not happy with how I'm feeling energy-wise, so it's just kind of like, okay Jen, get on the ball again and let's do this. My starting weight will be 144 unless I gain or lose a pound by Monday, which I don't think I will. But, you know, I've enjoyed some bread, I've enjoyed pasta, and, you know, I don't take carbies every single time that I eat that, but my portions kind of have gotten a little bit bigger. You know, I made it through holidays just fine, but it happens. I'm human, and this is where I think yo-yo dieting would get me, because if I weren't on track to do my cleanse again, I would just keep eating and eating and eating, and the weight on the scale wouldn't stay the same. You know, by the time I realized it, I would be, you know, 10 pounds heavier, and then, oh gosh, what am I going to do? And I'd be like in that crisis mode. But with Advocare, I don't have that problem. I know that it's time to reset myself. It's time to get myself back in check. Just like, you know, I'm doing my February finances. You know, I'm choosing to be, you know, very mindful of that, you know, and it goes hand in hand. Like, the way that we treat our money and our bank accounts, if we watch where it's going and how much you're spending, like, it's very similar to what we're eating and how we treat food. And I've heard it said before, and I didn't quite get it. I think it was in one of Bethany Frankel's books, but I get it now. Like, you know, if you really track what you're eating and you eat the right foods, then you don't ever have that, you know, feeling of unbalance feeling. But I do feel unbalanced right now, and that's where the cleanse comes in handy. Plus, you really stop and think about all of the stuff that you eat that isn't organic. Perhaps it's, you know, eating out at restaurants or over other people's houses. Fruits and vegetables that have pesticides that no matter how much you wash it, you're still going to ingest some of that. And it's just good to just cleanse it out. I know this time of year, it's not like we're out sitting outside in all of the, you know, smog and, you know, gross fumes and all the pesticides being sprayed on the lawns. Like, that will be, you know, great for my May cleanse, you know, all that stuff you're breathing in and all of that. But still, you know, I've had some wine, and I know that there's tons of pesticides in that. So, you know, all of these things add up that aren't good for us. It's time to just cleanse it out, and here we go. And it's not like I said, I don't feel like I'm totally overweight. My clothes are fitting, but I'm just not feeling great. So I'm super pumped. But I just want to kind of dispel that rumor. Like, I hear this crazy cleanse, and there's nothing crazy about this silly little box here. And, you know, I guess say silly, but it's just a box with some awesome stuff in it. You know, like I said, the peach tastes a little bit better. but that's like a flavor thing and a texture thing. The citrus has definitely got a little bit, it thickens up a little bit quicker. Think about it, that is for a reason. It's because it's going to scrub out all of our intestines and our organs and all of that, so that when we take our Herbal Cleanse tablets at night, you know, we're gonna really be able to flush everything out. And then on the proper day, you're gonna take your probiotics, which everybody should be on probiotics. I have myself on probiotics, my husband's on probiotics, my daughter, who's a year old, takes probiotics sometimes. I don't give it to her every day, but you know, if I see like tummy issues, or if she's taking an antibiotic especially, you know, I open up a capsule, I pour a little in. My acupuncturist told me to do so. Even my doctor agreed it'd be good for her, you know, to have that good bacteria in her gut, because, you know, she's so little. It's important that we keep, you know, anything that's not supposed to be going on there at bay. I'm even gonna go as far as to tell you guys that my dog, who's licking the air right now, I don't know if you can hear her, she's been on probiotics, and it works, it helps. You know, after her crazy seizure episode back in Thanksgiving time, you know, we were really nervous, what's gonna happen, and she was having some funky, like, passing gas smells or whatever, and even the veterinarian was like, put her on a probiotic, and I was like, perfect. And so I've heard it be say, like, that's like, he said it's one of the best, you know, I don't want to call it a trend, but it kind of was the 2013 thing to do, is, oh, probiotic this, if you saw commercials or all that, but the key is getting on the right probiotic, and that's why I trust Advocare's, because they even tested it, and it has enough of the, what is it, CFUs in it that it claims to have. Yeah, over 4 billion. Like, that's crazy. That's awesome. And so, love it. Love, love, love. So I'm going to do that for 10 days with my Catalyst. You know, I've been not even very mindful of taking these. So again, it's just going to really reboot my brain and my body to just be taking things when I'm supposed to. These are going to really help support lean muscle mass, and as I shed any fat that I have, which I do, I'll be able to keep my muscle that I'm building, because I am working out and I'm trying really hard to eat the right foods. And so as my body is cleansing, I'm going to make sure that I'm holding on to the muscle and the good things that keep me strong. And of course, I'm going to, you know, shed that fat. But I'm so excited, and if you haven't done a cleanse or you have any questions about it, you know, some people are like, well, why Advocare? Can't you just eat clean? And my answer to that is simply, I couldn't. I tried. I've tried for, however long I've ever dieted. Probably, unfortunately, since I've been 15, I've been on and off dieting. And I know that now that I've found Advocare, I'll never say that I'm on a diet again. I just know that every 90 days I'll cleanse, and then I'm always mindful of what I'm eating. But again, it kind of reins me back in after I've indulged a little bit too much here and there. And, you know, it's just, it helps me immensely, and it keeps me on track. And I needed something, and that something wasn't just a box that I ordered. It was an entire support system. It's all of my coaches and their coaches and all these people. They're going to help me, you know, whether it's a goal weight or a goal finances. Like, this company is amazing. And if you know, just were to give it a try a Spark. You know, if you're a diehard, you know, coffee drinker or whatever, you see my Keurig back there, thing barely gets used. It's great for warming up hot water for my Spark, but you know, my cupboard's full of Spark and I love it. I couldn't say any more great things about it. So I'm gonna wear my bands. I'm gonna remind myself every day, you know, eat every 3 hours, eat whole, healthy, raw if I can, vegetables, fruits, proteins that are lean, and complex carbs. And I'm hoping to really see a difference. Not so much on the scale, I'm not worried about a number, but I really just, you know, I'll even do kind of like a before here. And I'm wearing my looser jeans. Oh, maybe, I don't know if I sit on my chair. So, I don't have a ton, but again, it's like, it's a little bit, like a little bit that I want gone. So between exercising correctly and get rid of this little muffin top thing I've got going on, you know, this is the third time I'm doing this, so go me. I'm excited. But if you have any questions, ask me, email me. I would love to have you join to try it out. It's just phenomenal. A gentle cleanse. It's great on our systems, and eating clean 100% of the time and getting into the gym for hours on end doesn't work for most people. It works for some, and you know, props to them. I'm not going to put them down. That's their thing. That's great. But for the rest of us, for the 66% of Americans who are overweight, this is an option to try. You don't know until you try it. So if you struggled all your life, or you've got any sort of problems going on, you know, it's just worth trying it. You know, just kind of throw your arms in and like, well, what have I got to lose? Maybe a few pounds. You know, and everybody who's tried it has loved it. So you just never know. Trying to think what there was something else I want to say. Oh, like nursing moms. I gotta just give props real quick to my friend Rachel, who's in California. Man, she has lost a total of 55 pounds, and she's still nursing her baby girl, who's going on 8 months, I think. And you know, she's taking products that are safe to take while nursing. She can't full out do cleanses or some of the other supplements. So everything she's doing is really, you know, watching what she's eating, taking, you know, what she can when she can take it, and, you know, just downing that water. That was the other thing I would say too, is my goal is to have 2 of these bad boys filled up in my fridge at all times, and probably an extra 24 pack of water in the garage or my car. Just because that is one thing I noticed, that you really need to drink water when you're cleansing, and in general. But when it's cold, which I don't know where you guys live, but here in New York, it has been, I'll show you real quick, really crazy, like crazy cold. So I just know that, you know, it's hard for me to always get my water intake. I try warming it up, add some lemon, set a timer, fill a milk jug, whatever it is you need to do. But get your water in. It's so, so important. So I'm going to do an update a couple days into my cleanse, just to kind of, you know, stay motivated and share with you guys my progress. But any questions, feel free to leave them. And Monday I start. So I say wish me luck, but I don't need it. It's Advocare, and I know what I'm doing, and it's going to be awesome. So tell me to have fun and enjoy it, and we'll be good to go. Have a great day.